Hey there everyone, welcome to another small video. Today I'm bringing you a very peculiar video. Now, as you can notice, as you know, about 2 days ago I posted a video about talking about details and numbers about training familiars on XP wise, which is the better way to do it. And for those that do know me personally or have talked to me more throughout streams, I'm a very technical kind of guy. I like to look at numbers and see and do math and go full nerd on numbers and statistics to figure out what actually works and try to find something out with and not just taking someone's word for it. So before in KVKs I wouldn't drop shield and I would only be gathering to get my points. And I always wondered, everyone there's always people saying that gold is the way to go because gathering gold gives the most points due to the fact that you get more points per 1,000 gold gathered. And and the others said that gold was the worst and you should never do it, and ore is the way to do it. But so I generally always believed ore was, but I never knew exactly how much different this difference was. So I actually worked out on Excel sheet. I looked at the timers. I said on one gather at a time to gather at level 3 tiles. Now, for those who don't know, when you gather at different level tiles, the higher tile level you go to, the faster you actually gather the resource from that tile. The thing is, the change is the same between each resource, so it's not like gathering level 4 tiles makes you gather one resource faster than the other. And it's not saying that your whatever gathering you do on the different tile levels is gonna make a big difference, because that's pretty much what it is. So what I did is that I made a standard gatherers and recorded the time and the amount that's gonna be gathering. As you can see, these are different level 3 veins or tiles for every single resource, and I jotted down the time of the how long it would take to gather the whole tile the moment they landed on the tile. Now I'm gonna pull out, as you can see, I'm gonna pull out my window. So these are the tiles that I got my numbers from, and of course this is not changing my gear during the sending them and having a leftover 100% boost. So the time itself is not what you're gonna be expecting, but you can see this as which is faster, because that's pretty much what we're gonna be testing out. So I went full nerd and I made an Excel sheet. Now it's gonna be all numbers that might be too much for some people, but so I'll just go over it very generally. Let me press F11. F11 wanna work on me? Thank you. Right, F11. All right. Can I minimize this? This is I don't need. Thank you. All right. So starting off with this. So this is the tiles. This is the amount of resources you get on level 3 tile, right? And this is how long it would take me to gather each of those tiles. So the reason I needed this is to know exactly how long it takes one person to gather the whole tile. So in my case, if I roll that, okay, with arrows that way, okay. So I did the equation separating the hours that you have in here, and then into the minutes, and then adding the 14 seconds, and adding the seconds as well. So I made it the full minute times. So this is how many seconds it takes me to finish every one of these tiles. And of course they're in order. I try to keep the order as you can see them. So it's food, wood, stone, ore, and gold. And then I did the math of how much resources you actually gather per second. So everyone knows on a food tile you gather the fastest amount of resources, and on a gold tile you gather the lowest amount of resources. It's just saying that when you're gathering gold, the amount that it's gathering, it takes a lot longer to gather. So in 1 second, you gather about 200. I gather about 210 gold food, 140 wood, stone, and ore, which I was really surprised. I didn't know they had the same gathering speed. I always thought they were a bit different, but they are a bit different. It's just not that huge of a difference until you see the huge numbers. So as you can see, the difference is like by 300ths of a second. I mean, of a resource per second that I am gathering. And then on the food, and then you see how gold is completely lower, almost half the amount. But this doesn't tell us anything. Really, you just see that you gather food faster than you gather any other resources. You gather food, you gather wood, stone, and ore at the same speed, and then gold as lowest, which is pretty much the general knowledge everyone has. Now, if we keep going further to the right, I made a list of how long it would take for you to gather 1,000 of the resource. Now, the reason I say ask for 1,000 is because you go to the wiki. I can wiki. Oh, where did the wiki go? Did I close it? Oh, I left it in the other chat. So if we look at the wiki, right here it tells you the amount of points you get per 1,000 of the resource that you gather. This, of course, you can always get it on during KVK, but right now it's not KVK, so I do not have those numbers available at hand. So going back to this, so gathering for food, it takes about 4 3/4 of a second to gather 1,000 food. 7 seconds with a tenth or 12th of a second. You're looking at for wood, stone, and ore, and then 13 seconds on gold. And then over here is the number that you saw on the wiki. This is how many points you get per 1,000 that you gather. So as you can see, it's 120 for food, 180 for stone and wood, and then 240 for ore, and 330 for gold. Now, I had to do a little weird calculation. I believe. Wait, is it this way? No, this other way. So we go down. So I'm looking at the KVK for 2 kingdoms, because for the KVK of 3 or 4 kingdoms, the requirements is more. So the requirements for Castle Level 25 is 1.8 million points on a 1v1 KVK, and this is just setting the goal of how long it would take to complete your whole KVK solos in just gathering. So just gathering, for my timings, it would take me 71,000 seconds, 71,200 seconds for food, stone, and wood. So pretty much these 3, no matter which one of these 3 you gather, you're gathering them, or even gold in that matter. 71,000 seconds for gold too is just off by 200 seconds. So about 3 minutes, 4 minutes difference. You're looking at what looks like the same amount of time. So those who will say that gold is the worst don't get it. It is true, but it's only off by 2 to 3 seconds on my amount of research, on my amount of booster, not counting my gear, because I didn't have equip my gear. My gear will make it be a lot faster, and the difference could be a lot smaller or a lot bigger depending how it wants to scale. So, but we do see that ore is a lot faster. Now, just to see more easier to comprehend, I just set the amount into minutes. So as you can see, it's about a 2 to 3 minute difference between food, stone, wood, and gold in comparison to ore being a good 200 minutes difference. Now 200 minutes, we're looking about 2-hour difference in order to complete your KVK. So the people that did say that ore was the fastest, I do agree now, and I have the numbers here to prove it. And now many people are not gonna be watching this video, I know, because people don't gather during KVK. Everyone likes to attack and kill to get their points, but sometimes you cannot really get those points because it's hard to get kills on their kingdoms, or their tiny kingdoms, and it's hard to unshield, or you're using a lot of troops, or you're using got zeros. Whatever your case would be, this is pretty much just talking about the fastest way that you could be making points during KVK without having to really spend too much, or not spend too much, without having to waste too much of your time. So if you gather all ore tiles, don't touch food, don't touch wood, but if you can gather on all ore tiles, you will finish your your KVK a lot faster. Just seeing here, for me, without my gear, I will be finishing KVK a good 2 to 3 hours faster, because 3 hours is 110 minutes, and we're looking at about 210 minutes difference. So about 3 hours faster is how much faster it will be if I will gather from level 3 ore tiles compared to level 3 any other tile. Of course, it will be even faster the higher level your tiles are, but as you can see, you do gather ore a lot faster, which is pretty much what this whole video was about, talking about which is the fastest resource to gather to make your KVK points. You can also use this information in order to try to make the most points possible during a KVK. My record for a full shield KVK has been, 21 million points from just gathering. I was bored. I gathered about 210 million resources that day. It was fun watching people try to tower hit me, and I just backed off after they spent the boots just to send troops. And I kept sending boots until they gave up. I made people waste boots for a long time. But of course, this is way before I even had the T4 unlocked. So it's been a good 2 years since I last did it. The reason I wanted to do it was just because I got a little nerdish with the numbers, and you see what I mean by nerdish. So for anyone that has watched to the end of the video, let me know in the comment section if there's something else you want for me to go technical on. Because trust me, right now I feel my nerd on. So you have any information, anything you want to know, let me know. I will gladly, very gladly, put my time and effort into it to get the actual numbers for you, to see what would be the best way, fastest way to do anything, or efficient way. So tell me down in the comments what you guys want to know, because right now I am feeling full nerd. So I hope you like this content. It helped you out. Leave it down in the comments, leave a like, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.